Hey everyone, it's Ryan Leonard with Wolfnest Property Management, and today we're going to be talking about is a good time or when should I hire a property manager? I get this question a lot, and this post is really going to show you some of the things that you should be looking at or considering if you're deciding whether or not to hire a property manager. So obviously, having investment property, it's a great thing. It's really passive income, and a lot of times, it just runs itself. But more often than not, you may run into issues that you are having to handle, and it may be 2 in the morning, it may be during Thanksgiving dinner. So it's really weighing the pros and cons. Or really, I like to tell owners, what is your time worth? If you're averaging, 5 hours a month with your investment property, whether it's collecting rent, handling maintenance issues, or nuisance issues, what do you feel that you make per hour? And is that 5 hours of your month or 10 hours of your month worth that time of hiring a property manager? So there's a good way to kind of decide between what is my time worth, what does the property management cost. If I don't have to do anything and I free up that time for myself, my friends, my family, okay, it's probably a good idea to hire that property manager. So one of the first things you want to look at is, are you being bombarded by maintenance requests? Now, this can almost be twofold. If you have, let's say, 5 maintenance requests in a month or 2 months come in because of the AC unit or a clogged drain, that's probably costing you a lot more money than you doing it yourself or paying someone if they're not doing it right the first time. One of the benefits with us at Wolfnest is we ensure that the work is done right the first time. Also, you're not getting those after hours calls, the 2 in the morning. My furnace is broken during the middle of winter, and you have to respond immediately. We've got a team for that, a 24/7 emergency maintenance line, as well as a full maintenance team with in-house techs to help address those after hours or weekend calls. So if you're getting bombarded with maintenance requests and coordinating with the tenant and vendors when they can get there, when they can get it done, and getting multiple bids, that's probably taking up a lot of your time and maybe worth looking into a property management company. Now, this is a big one too. It's if you move to another location, if you move out of state or to a different city, and you're no longer within 10 minutes of that investment property. Again, that factors into your time. If you're having to go to the property for maintenance request or for showings or for notice postings, those are all things that you want to be close to that property, so you're not driving an hour one way, doing the posting and then driving an hour back, because again, that's taking up your free time. So if you are moving away from your investment property, that's usually a great time to look at a property manager. Now, this is another big one. It's you cannot handle the showings. Now, having a vacancy is obviously one of the worst things, when you're a property manager. You're still paying the taxes or the mortgage or the utilities because it's vacant. But you need to make yourself available for when prospective tenants can come and show the property now, or view the property, I should say. Now, not all tenants operate on 8 to 5 and they want to come after work and look at it. Some people work swing shifts, or they're nurses and they have the graveyard shift, or they work on the weekends when you're available, and they're only available during the weekdays. So making yourself available is a great way to minimize that vacancy, which is typically one of the most costly pieces of owning investment property. So great thing with Wolfnest is that we have a 7-day-a-week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. leasing line, as well as showings that we facilitate between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. every day of the week. So we're always going to be available for tenants and work around their schedule. Now, this is another big one. It's what do you do when your tenant stops paying rent? Now, there's not just, if your tenant stops paying rent, don't just go with their good word that they're going to pay. You want to make sure that you're being by the book and enforcing what's currently in that lease agreement. Having a great lease is a great way to minimize the chance of them not paying. If they have a grace period but they don't pay, okay, what type of late fees do you have? Don't waive those late fees, because if you waive them once, the tenant's probably going to pay rent again late, and then you're going to waive that late fee again. So you want to make sure that you're following through on that lease agreement. But also, if they're not paying, you want to make sure that you're posting your service and notice posting, or a 3-day comply or pay or vacate. Meaning, if you don't pay in the next 3 days, we're going to be moving forward with the eviction process. Now, it doesn't mean that that's going to happen, but if you don't post that on time, your eviction process can be delayed. So make sure that if you have someone that's not paying rent, give us a call, because we can kind of walk you through and give you some insight on what you should be doing if you're not doing it the right way currently. Now, if all this seems just over the top and too much for you, or if you said yes to, I guess, any of these questions, or if it kind of struck a chord with you, I'd be happy to discuss our services. There's my phone number, my email. Give me a call. If you've moved, if you're handling all the maintenance yourself and it's just becoming overwhelming, your tenant's not paying rent, those are great situations for us to come in and help out, because there's going to be immediate value to our service that's going to free up time for you to spend time with friends, family, traveling, whatever you like to do. So feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. Happy to discuss our services and see if they could be a good fit. Thanks.